Yeah, Born Black Light, phenomenal. Cyberspace Ministry, the Aboriginal Universal Supreme Conscious Council of the Elders. And I'm on a higher level. A lot of brothers, uh, some of my subscribers, some of them dig where I'm coming from. Most of them do. That's why they subscribe. But this is mostly when I'm talking about the mark of the beast. See, it's a brain. The mark of the beast is really a program or brainwashing, or you know, there's many ways to say it. It's not just the currency, but it's paperwork. Period. Paperwork is a voluntary thing. It's a contract, like. But how you gonna make a deal with a corrupt system? How you gonna make a contract with a corrupt system? When you make a contract with a corrupt system, you're making a contract with Satan. Satan is corrupt. He's a deceiver, and a lot of you are easily deceived. See, I mentioned this before. I don't want to spend too much time on my history and my bloodline, but my mother's father was a master con man to the point where someone cut his belly open and he later died, you know, from those injuries. My mother's two brothers were gangsters, but one was a FOI that knew Malcolm. My mother knows Malcolm family here in Detroit. She used to work right along beside Malcolm. And my uncle, he raised me into the Nation of Islam, into the teachings. Although I'm not an active member now, I roll solo. But one of the messages saying was recognize game. You say, can you fool a can you fool a Muslim? No, not nowadays. But Muslims, they still getting fooled. They still getting suckered into joining on to this system. This is a sucker system. You know, it's a sucker system. Ain't nothing about this system right here worthy. So don't believe nothing no one says, including myself, unless you thoroughly examine what they're saying before you come to any kind of conclusion. But you gotta comprehend. I don't use that term understand. You gotta comprehend. Comprehend is a more deeper, better saying than understand, overstand, and all that stuff. Because that means you internalize your comprehension or your understanding. Comprehension is a more in-depth understanding. So it's hard for people to understand me. I know because of the way I talk. It sounds as though I'm talking one way, but I'm not talking that way that y'all think. This system right here is a devil system. Every aspect of it is corrupt. But since the way I was raised, because my mother was going to the Nation of Islam meetings when I was in her womb, when I was a baby in her stomach, all up until I got 7 years old. And she stopped going to the meetings and went back into this systems or this world. She started back eating pork and drinking and whatever. Although she later on in life, stopped drinking and eating pork and went back to the teachings of Elijah, somewhat, not completely. Now, so I have a extreme knowledge of Satan's world and God's world. I know how it is to live among the gods. There were those in the Nation of Islam that were gods. They were operating on a supreme level. See, that's what I call internalizing the teachings, And they knew people. They knew especially black people. But look, I know black people. And you're scared to cut loose this system because the system does everything for you. You don't have to do nothing. But this is how they captivate your minds. Because you don't have to use your minds for no creativity. Every time you get creative, they take that creativity and control it. Insert corruption into your creativity, dilute it, control it, and make money off of it. And you become just as corrupt. Even if you don't steal, kill, you use the currency of the devil. That currency of the devil causes wars, creates diseases. Although, if you're walking with righteousness and truth, and it's all in your being, this won't affect you. Your aura, which will act like a protective shield, will prevent this. And when Master Farad was talking to Supreme Minister John Muhammad, and he told him he was eating pork, and he told him that to get to his people, he'd eat 1,000 poisonous snakes or something. Don't quote me on that, but what I got out of it was that, can't nothing affect you and shut you down when you're walking in the most high state of being. So, but at this point in time, when you go on YouTube, you see all this beefing and chaos on YouTube, and brothers talking about this and scared of this and scared of that and so forth, and cussing, and it seems like they're going out their minds and whatever. That's trickery. They could be being used, to be guinea pigs or whatever, but all of that's trickery. Can't nothing harm you unless you let it. If you don't want to catch a cold, you won't catch a cold. You ain't buying into that. You know what I'm saying? It's what you buy into. It's what you give away to. if you give away to negative energy, you know that would happen. And it happens to us because we, you know, we're not strong at this point in time. We are just waking up, at least I am. And so I'm just getting into the science of healing myself, the science of elevating my supreme consciousness, super consciousness. And I have had dreams, you know, and stuff to let me know I'm heading in the right direction. So I always used to dream that I could fly. I was flying. Sometimes I flew for a long time, and sometimes I flew and fell. Those dreams right there are very important. Gets back to the eagle and the chickens. So I know many of you heard me speak about the orphan eagle falling among the chickens, and the chickens taught him how to be a chicken. That's what's happening to us right now. And so I believe that's why God granted me this opportunity to, on a daily basis, to come and tell you that we can fly high as we wanna, and that we got to be in unity. We don't want nothing disastrous to happen, so we have to get in unity like that. And remember that little boy that got killed, Rice? What's his name? Rice. I forgot his name. The little boy, 11-year-old, got shot in the park. The police killed him with a gun. That's the most tragic out of everything that all those shootings. That's the most tragic one right there. 11-year-old boy playing Cowboys or something got killed. The way he got killed, and we didn't do nothing about that. You know, we didn't do nothing about it. The second thing is Flint. Well, I put them the same. All them people that got killed off of poison water, now they trying to poison up Detroit with that poison water. And ain't nobody, you know, saying nothing or talking about it, doing nothing. So that's what tells me, you know, where we are at as a people in unity. We still scared. Y'all young ones are still scared. That's why you turn on each other. You know, you're scared of the whitey. Not all whitey, but the ones you're supposed to be scared of. You don't, put it like this, the ones you don't supposed to be scared of, you're scared of. You know. This is Black Light Out.